I drove school bus for a few years too.
When was that?
1941.
But that wasn't one of the homemade ones by Clyde Yamel.
Well, I drove a homemade one time, and then I got a good bus.
Was it pretty easy to drive around in those days?
Oh yeah.
Was roads pretty good?
Yeah, most of the pavement any place we went.
Did they ever cancel school back then?
Very little. When I was driving school bus, I drove on the snow and ice.
They can't cancel it pretty quick right now.
And I drove a school bus for a lot of trips too, athletic trips. After I was out of school, I bought that bus in '41. And I went down and got my driver's license about that time too. First ones I'd had.
You'd been driving for about 30 years or 20
yeah, a long
years?
time.
A driver's license cost you $1?
I don't remember.
Did you have to take a test, you think? Or just put down your
I
dollar?
think you just applied for it.
Uh-huh.
No, you didn't take any driving test.
Did you guys share work with other farmers out there?
Oh yeah, we traded work with, mostly in thrashing, silo filling.
Mm-hmm. When was that? What time of the year was that?
Oh, we thrashing was in the summer and silo filling later in the fall.
What'd you do on a threshing crew? What was your job?
I usually drove a bundle wagon and trade work with some of the farmers. I did that for my dad.
Mm-hmm. So you were working for him, but everybody kind of mixed together.
Yeah, just traded work. And they paid the guys that worked cutting corn knife.
Mm-hmm.
They made about $1 a day. I never forget Bill Kehoe when he come to this country. He come over to Roxy Rollins to help us fill silos.
Uh-huh.
He didn't know nothing about cutting corn, but he worked hard at it.
Did you guys tease him a little bit?
Oh, we'd go by and cutting down the rows, and we'd get sit down at the end, and after a while Bill would get there. By the time he got there, we'd get up and take off again, and I remember
He tagged along behind you?
he wasn't very good at it.
But did he learn after a while, or did he got into the meat cutting business?
He never was very good at it, but Bill was a good man.
He was one of your old friends. He got to be kind of the constable in Fairgrove after a while, didn't he?
Yeah, I've got his pistol that I bought off of Bill.
Well, is that the one you showed me when I was up there the other day?
Yeah, an old Colt.
Double action Colt. Well, you became a Greene County sheriff at some time in your life. Now, tell us a little bit about
I
that.
worked for Mickey Owen. He was elected in '66, I guess, and I worked for him about 8 years.
You have any altercations with some bad guys?
Well, I never had much trouble. I tried to treat them decent, and you can make anybody mad if you try to.
Yeah.
I always tried to be pretty nice with people. I hauled prisoners quite a bit too.
Did you?
Jeff City, and I went to California and got one prisoner. I went to Panama City, Florida, and picked up one, drove him back.
Did you handle them in cuffs?
You're supposed to. I didn't put cuffs on everybody.
Mm-hmm. Depending on what they were in prison for, I guess.
Yeah, and
you just judge their
I was
character?
supposed to put handcuffs on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's uncomfortable.
So you treated them decent?
I tried to.
And nobody ever gave you any hard time?
No, I never really had a lot of trouble with anybody. If I ever arrested a man and warrant, I'd tell him, "I'm sorry, mister, I've got a warrant for you."
It's your job, and
You bet.
he had apparently done something wrong, or he wouldn't be in the position he was.
I drove a tow car to start. Then I worked as investigator. Then I got to be captain of detective for the last 4 or 5 years out of the sheriff department. And I got where I hated it.
Why?
Well, things are unfair. Had a little money, you didn't go to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Some poor boy didn't have a dime.
He did the
Lock
time.
him out and throw away the key.
Did you have to qualify in the pistol range every year?
Yeah. We done some shooting.
You told me one time that you were a pretty good shot.
I was, as I can see.
What were you able to accomplish with a pistol?
I could put a match up on a tree, 15 foot, and take the glue off of it and not touch the head, and not touch the wood match.
And you told me how you can do that.
Well, lots of people take a pistol, they come down, always come up because you can see your target as you came up.
And you just kind of
And
line right up on that match.
The whole secret is shooting. Pull the trigger when you're right.
When you're there, then
Yes.
you better be ready.
You can't hold a pistol or a rifle still. And,
Very long. You just
Yeah.
need to be ready to shoot when it's
and my wife used to throw up bombs for me to bust the 22 rifle.
Is that right? That's pretty good shooting.
That's where I get most of them.
Somebody told me that if you hit them on the top of the arch, they're kind of in a standstill
And
period.
still, just a second, just a split second.
How did you shoot quail? Did you shoot with a dog?
Yeah, I had some good bird dogs.
What kind of dogs were your favorites?
Corners. When I lived up there on the corner, I had a British Spaniel as a good little dog.
Yeah.
Somebody stole that dog.
Yeah. Who were your hunting partners in those days?
Oh, Dwight Hurd. We hunted a lot together. And a friend up at Sedalia, I hunted with him a lot. Lloyd Massey. And I had a good friend in Arkansas, a game warden that I hunted with.
Mostly quail.
Yep.
Were there quite a few quail around this
Oh,
country?
there's lots of quail. And there wasn't any deer till later. And I deer hunted and turkey hunted quite a bit.
Yeah, there were turkeys right in your backyard and deer when you lived out south of Fairground.
Yeah.
When did you move out there?
65. Christmas Day we moved in our new house.
And you built a new house out there.
Yeah. Ralph Brake built it for me.
Okay. And that's the house that Lisa bought.
Yeah.
She lived in there a while. And you shot deer and turkey right out your back door.
Yeah, sure did. I killed deer right on his in city limits. I killed a turkey out there too. And I had a little squirrel dog and I hunted it. My wife liked to hunt that. Take that little dog over the woods and kill that squirrel.
Your wife hunted too?
Oh, she liked to hunt squirrel.
What was her best way of cooking the squirrels?
Well, frying them. And the old little tougher ones. Boil them like
Make a stew?
dumplings. Yeah, the squirrel's good food. Of course, we butchered them. I raised a couple of hogs every year, and we butchered beef every year.
Did you do them on your place or take them over to Joe's? I know he had a pretty good setup
we
over there.
butchered up at Joe's. We had a good outfit to butcher with
Yeah.
up there. Yeah, I guess Tom still got that equipment down there to move milk out.
I don't know if anybody butchers at home anymore.
Boy, I kind of like to butcher. I wasn't as good at butchering the beef as I was butchering the hog.